broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, flip it.
Why, hello, everyone. Welcome to the recap of your favorite soap opera, Days of Our Lives, right here on AfterBuzz TV. If you aren't already, make sure you join us in our live chat. We are in the chat room. We are checking it out. I am your forever gone host, Tony Moore, and I am back. Here I am in the flesh. Yay!
Yay!
Cue Alexis with the applause there.
That's the applause cue.
Well, not that. There we go. That's it. And speaking of her, y'all make some noise for Alexis, holding it down in the booth.
Hey, everybody.
Now, of course, I cannot recap this whole entire week of doozies by myself. I have, along with me,
Peter Ramos, the real Dooligan.
and
Mark J. Freeman.
that's it.
You always wait for me to say more. That's it.
Oh, I thought that's it. Okay. And so this week we have.
What else am I supposed to say?
I don't know. Something
Okay.
witty. So this week we do have. We have Peter in the chat rooms monitoring it,
So
and we
got
also have Mark live tweeting.
Yes.
So
At
Mark,
Lorraine Love.
yes,
You can tweet me at Lorraine Love, and
we'll tweet back.
I'll tweet you back.
We'll talk
or
and stuff.
hashtag ABTV days, right?
Yes, hashtag
Yep.
ABTV
Yep.
days. Yes. All
Between the four of us,
we
should see your comments
Something.
at some point, especially if it's a compliment.
Yes.
Oh,
we
yeah, of
always see
course.
those.
I'm paid to make make sure that Mark gets all of the compliments about his hair.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do it, then I don't get paid for
That's
today.
right, Alexis. Comes out.
Well, yay! I'm back, you
Welcome
guys.
back, Tony,
Thanks
from
for
Darren.
Welcome back,
Thank
Tony.
you, Darren. Thank you, and Miss Jenna. Thank you
Miss
very
Jenna,
much. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I was down under in Australia.
Down under?
Did you bring me back the boomerang I asked for?
This is what happened. I found a boomerang for you, right? And so I wanted to test it out to make sure it came back and didn't come back, so I lost it.
There you go.
So I'm so sorry.
Do
I'm
I
so
get a
sorry.
gift?
Me.
I'm fine with that.
But Australia was fun. I did watch the show while I was in Australia.
Awesome.
You guys did a great job. Shout out to James for coming in and
Right.
filling in for us. Next time we'll get the second James to talk more.
Right.
You guys made him nervous.
He was quite shy. Can you
Yeah.
move that? I don't want to see me.
All right, so let's get right into
See
it. We're gonna kick things off with the ongoing storyline of Will, Sonny, and Paul.
Yes.
First of all, Will, get it together.
Right, thank you.
Little Sammy Jr. is popping out.
Crazy.
Well,
Will.
we said this when you were gone. I just can't. He's just. There's no sympathy for him whatsoever. He just goes around yelling and screaming.
Yeah.
Like I have no compassion for him whatsoever. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
he should leave you. He should go to Paul, and he should never speak to you again.
Yeah.
Done.
I mean,
Right,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, I was thinking when he was talking to T, he was like, "Oh, it's mostly my fault." I'm like, "No, it's all your fault." I'm like, "Don't even try to put it on anybody else."
Yeah.
Whether it be, Paul or Sonny with the club, it's like, no, it's all your fault. Will. It's like,
And
come
what
on.
Will seems to think is that things will be better if Paul left and was out of sight. But now Paul has decided to stay in town for the charity event.
Yeah.
Right. Which
And he's just like
Will even
insane.
says, stupid charity. Like he even hates charity events
Yeah.
now.
He hates kids now.
Yeah. He hates everything.
And then, of course, Sonny comes back. And the first person he runs into
Paul.
is old charitable Paul.
Paul with children on his lap, like Santa.
I mean, what a perfect picture that is.
Yeah.
How more angelic can you get?
And poor Paul's mom is all worried because since Will has blackmailed her, it's like her job to keep Paul into captivity, and Paul doesn't get it, so he's just like, I want to go out for some snacks, and I'm gonna go do the charity event. He has no idea that Will is running amok and doing all this stuff. Go ahead.
Can I just say real quick, if you're gonna tweet me, it can't be about Melanie. Stop. They're already
Everybody
about
posts
Melanie.
pictures on Melanie on Mark's Twitter.
I think that once a week, people should tweet you a photo of Mark with a caption of like, "Hi Mark, how's your day? Have a swell day, Mark. Hey, I hope AfterBuzz goes well today, Mark." I want those.
Well,
so fans, make that happen.
Well, I did that to him. I tweeted
did.
I tweeted
He
a
did.
picture, and guess,
and
guess
Molly
who
retweeted it. Molly
Miss
retweeted
Molly.
it. Shout out to Molly
Amazing.
Burnett.
I love you, Molly. Thank
Yes.
you so much for that retweet.
Okay, so I love that Lunatic Nation is like, Tori is Paul's guard dog. She is, because she's trying to keep that secret to herself that she was in Salem, the north side of Salem.
Right.
But Paul and Sonny have a discussion this week. Keep in mind, I've watched like 2 weeks of days, including this week.
Yeah.
So all of it's kind of like
Melding together.
How did you guys feel about that storyline this week? Because all I felt like Will was doing was going around and playing victim.
Yes. Yeah,
and
that's what he does best.
And saying, "Oh, you only wanted him because."
That line.
Oh, the line of, "Why would he want me if he could have someone like you?"
Yeah.
And it's kind of like.
That's a good point.
No, it's kind of like, what are you? No, it was a moment of.
what I thought.
It was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Get over the fact that, they once had a relationship. They did. It didn't work out. He fell in love with you.
I mean, I understand I understand it. Like, I get that there's a thing there, but like I said, there's just no sympathy for him the way that everything is coming out. It's just anger, hostility, running around Salem, yelling at people, pointing fingers, blaming. So, but I can understand him being upset from not knowing about that situation. I can totally understand that, but I don't feel sorry for him.
I'm sorry,
the way he's acting.
Yeah.
but guess what? Guess what? That just totally slams down into the ground. That you had sex with Paul, and I'm gonna say sex this time and not make love. You had sex with Paul.
Sex.
Like no matter if Sonny told Will about Paul beforehand or whatever, it doesn't change the fact that Will had sex with Paul.
Yeah.
And that totally does away with everything.
Yeah,
and it's like
any kind of claim, any kind of argument. It's like, no, you had sex with him. You knew you were married. Paul didn't know you were married.
Right.
So you knew you were married. So there you go.
So listen, little Sammy Jr., get it together and start pointing the finger at yourself.
Right.
But even Paul kind of took some ownership too. Like, I seduced him. Like,
Yeah.
he told Sonny, like, you know how I am.
Yeah, and that's what I like about Paul. I mean, I wanted to tell Christopher when he was here that his character always seems so sincere and so like he's emotionally involved in everything.
Yeah.
And he's always remaining the nice guy. And I think he's trying to fix that broken relationship that that Sonny and Will have by putting himself, in front of it to block all that anger and all that stuff. But yeah, and then that secret that he found out that Sonny, he thought that Sonny was only with him because he was famous, and then Paul's like,
really, everyone? Like, how is Sonny in the wrong for this? Sonny is wrong for not telling Will about Paul. Now, Sonny is wrong because
He was in love with Paul
for
his money.
For his money, yeah. But being a celebrity and an athlete. And Sonny's like, if I was Sonny, I'd be like,
I got money.
listen, I'm a Kiriakis.
As somebody that can relate to Paul's turmoil.
Are you saying you can relate? Because you're a celebrity?
Ish.
Define celebrity-ish.
Somebody wants my autograph.
Oh.
That one Facebook person who wants your autograph.
I'm just saying, I can relate.
Oh, you can really totally.
One person.
What?
Tweet me.
Tweet me.
Tweet them. Tweet that.
Not tweet that. And then so I'm already getting Melanie pictures. Thank you guys.
I love it. Keep sending them. Keep sending them.
I'll send them myself.
How about
Lorraine
Billy
Love.
Flynn? You can send Billy Flynn pictures.
No. Only Melanie pictures. And that's pretty much what happened this whole week of days with that storyline was.
We actually didn't even see. Did we see Tori at all?
We saw her at the very beginning trying to keep
Paul from leaving the hotel room.
Yeah, but fail.
Right. That didn't work.
And just Will just being so upset that, and all these misunderstandings. Like Will said to Sonny, "Oh, so you came back, and the first person you go to is Paul." And then it was, "Oh, you come back just for your job or for the club."
Right.
And it's like he ran away to clear his mind. He had to come back to make a living. He's trying to work it out, but you keep going, you.
And he was like, "Oh, and you messaged T, but you didn't message me. You're ignoring all my voicemails and all my texts." It's like,
yeah, it's like, and Sonny is being so open and honest, where he is.
Yeah, and that's good. That's what I admire about his character.
And Will needs to accept that. Will needs to accept the fact that he's not ready to be like, okay, we're good, but he's working towards that.
Yeah, and Will just needs to back off. That's what he needs to do. He just needs to back off and give Sonny his space and let him work through it.
Until he got that phone call from distressed coffee maker.
Oh, T.
Oh my God.
that T got, that Sonny was not there, and that he left with Paul. Huh?
Were you in that scene?
I wasn't in that scene.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't in that scene. We'll talk about other scenes later. But no, I wasn't in that. But how funny was that? All of a sudden, all hell breaks loose when Sonny goes and have this secret meeting with
those
Paul.
were people that were in high need of caffeine.
Yeah.
And
can we point out the fact that TBD has never been that full?
well, and that wasn't even that. It was only 5 people.
But still, it's never been that full.
Well, has the machine ever broke before?
No.
Right, that's true.
But it broke that day. But
that would never happen at the Java Cafe.
never. Never would have happened at Java Cafe.
At Salem Place.
Ever.
Not while Nicole was there.
So, I mean, let's just hope that at some point, Little Sammy Jr., I'm now going to start calling Will Little Sammy Jr. because he's doing exactly what Sammy used to do.
Yep.
Sammy used to run around and play victim and be like, poor me. But it's like, it's your fault.
Yeah.
It totally reminds me of the whole Lucas, Austin, Sammy thing. You know, that's what it reminds me of when Sammy cheated on Lucas with Austin and vice versa, and then Sammy's trying to like cover her tracks.
Yeah,
it's like, Jesus.
But T pointed that out too, that it was like how Sammy and EJ's relationship. So I think
he ended that. He's like, well, they would have lived happily ever after if he didn't die.
He didn't die. And T is so awkward. T is so awkward. He reminds me, like, his whole character reminds me of Cole. Like, they're just kind of there.
They're there.
But you don't really understand why they're there.
Oh, reminds me of someone else I know.
God.
Continue.
Sorry, Daquan.
You know what? I say this. Each time Mark says something mean about Melanie, send a new tweet.
A nude tweet?
A new tweet. A new tweet with a new photo of Melanie. And you know what? Extend your search to Molly Burnett. That way he can really get an array of photos.
I just don't tweet her.
And if you are an advanced tweeter, you can also send him fan-made videos of Melanie as well that he can play over and over again. Do that. How about that? So at the end of the day, let's hope at some point Little Sammy Jr. will get it together.
So in the chat room, everybody's Team Paul. Everybody's backing him up on what he's doing too.
Yes.
So now the chat room is in agreement with us.
Yeah. I mean, it's
we got a hashtag Team Paul all day.
I have a feeling that there's a part of me that feels like either they're going to pair Paul with someone.
Right.
I feel like Sonny and Will may not be together for long because they're reaching their year anniversary, and couples in Salem don't usually work things out. So I feel like,
well, for the sake of their being on the show, they need to not get together. So.
Yes. But you almost want Paul and Sonny to get together because they seem good for each other.
They do.
But I almost feel like this anger that Will has is really for the fact that he wants to be with Paul. And he can't be.
Oh, you think
He's
that?
torn.
Really?
He's torn.
You think that?
Because, okay, let's go back to the fact that Sonny was the first guy that Will has ever been with.
Okay.
Paul is like his new experience. So, like, something in him is now...
And he just doesn't want to accept that?
Yeah, he doesn't want to accept that.
Interesting.
I know nothing, but I'm just saying that it just looks like...
You're diving a little deeper
We need
into
some
the
little
psyche.
bit.
We
Little
need some
bit.
more gays.
We need
Listen, I mean, they need a whole slew of gays in Salem.
Yeah.
You can't just have three, and all three of them are going after each other. What happened to Derek?
That's what I'm saying. People are saying pair Paul with Derek. I mean, he's still at the hotel. Right?
Letting people into other people's rooms.
Apparently, he didn't see Xander coming.
No.
And
Xander actually had a knock on the door.
Xander is a big 6'2" stocky guy. You can't miss that.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of Xander, let's go right into the
We tossed you
Xander,
that one.
the Xander and Serena story. First of all, thank God about that elephant.
Oh, yes. Over with.
And I do agree with you about last week. Did look like marbles from Beth Bad and Beyond.
Thank you.
I looked at that and I was
Thank
like,
you.
those do not shine bright like a diamond.
No.
Not at all.
Those are in my vase in the bathroom with
diamonds,
my
They
flowers.
they look very much like someone was like, "Oh, we forgot to get diamonds." And they were like,
Bed Bath & Beyond.
"Diamonds."
They took him out of the vase.
Right?
Yeah.
They took him out of the vase at the Kyriakis mansion.
So the whole question has been now looming, because leave it to Nancy Drew Nicole to be on the prowl as to, were there one or two elephants? Was it one or two? Serena says it was one. Eric, there were two. There were two, right? There were two, right, Eric?
Yeah.
There were two.
Confirming, reconfirming,
Yeah.
confirming, reconfirming.
And it's also where the connection that they all have, because I didn't think that Eric knew Xander until Xander was caught in Serena's room.
Right.
And opened the door, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Xander, how's it going?" And Xander's like, "Whoa, hey, Eric, I haven't seen you in a long time." I'm like,
Now, with Xander, do we still think that he is...
Is it Kyriakis? Or, yeah.
Yeah, Kyriakis. Because it hasn't been determined yet.
Oh, you weren't here when we talked about that.
no, I wasn't here about
Alexander, because Sonny has an older
yes,
brother, Alexander.
yes.
Affair that Justin had with
Angelica.
Devereaux. Because their
It
son is
could
named
be
Alexander.
because if
But
we're
But would he have an accent?
maybe EJ had an accent.
Well, but they took him to England. He was like born and raised in
No,
England.
but I think Alexander was in England for a while and then Dubai a little bit.
Everybody's somewhere overseas, so why not?
Yeah.
But that would make sense because let's look at what they've been bringing up. Justin is now having another affair.
I brought that up last week.
So there's that. The now mention of Sonny going away to see his brother. So they brought that up.
twins, yes.
So it's kind of like, oh, and then introduce Xander.
Yeah.
It's kind of like EJ all over again.
Yeah.
Elvis Jr.
But wouldn't he
EJ.
go to
race car
see
driver.
them?
No, look, he has he has business to take care of. He's trying to get the diamonds.
I get
Well,
that.
he's not going to run into Justin because Justin's gone.
Well,
Who he would
true.
run into would be Adrian.
But Adrian's
Yeah.
not his mother, right?
No.
Angelica's his
Angelica's his mother. But Alexander would just remind Adrian of Justin's affair.
Right.
Which is probably going to torment
So
him.
he's technically Sonny's half brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Same
Ooh,
dad,
try
different mama.
figuring out the family tree in Salem.
But I have to say,
I think there's some branches that are like this.
just
they're
remember,
like
it only
dangling.
takes one phone call to untangle them.
This is true.
Oh,
You're
someone
no
says
longer-
anyone can fake an accent.
That's
So
true.
maybe Xander's faking his accent.
Could be.
That's true.
Can we
But
talk? Go ahead.
I say, but I love that he's chasing after Nicole. Like, I love that it's like, finally somebody is like,
I want you.
Here's this hot chick. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like more people should be after her. Like, more of the guys in Salem should be after her. And I love that he's fawning over her. I'm like, and it's like, she's like, oh, I don't know what to do. I love it.
She's
I
so
love
used to
that.
pursuing
Going
that.
after
Yeah,
someone.
she's used to
She's not
chasing
used to someone
everybody.
chasing
Yeah.
her, and I think it's good that it's happening after such a
Right.
long time.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think, well, who's the last person who chased after her?
Victor.
Yes.
So mean. Let's go back though to Serena and these diamonds.
True, though.
Okay, am I the only one that when she found the diamonds and then she hid them in the fireplace?
Chimney.
First of all, that's not your house. Like when she hid them in there, she's like, oh well, it's getting hotter, so they're not using it. I wanted to be like, go hide them somewhere else where you are.
She couldn't carry them, but she could carry around an elephant. Everywhere she went.
Everywhere she went, that elephant
But
went.
she can't carry her because she even said they broke into her motel room, ripped it apart. If they found those diamonds on her, she could actually be in trouble.
So she's afraid of Xander and them?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why when Xander came into her hotel room, he was like, "Where are the diamonds?" She's like, "Well, I don't got them." He's like, "Give them to me." She's like, "No."
I
don't got them on me.
So that one.
So she's trying to play some kind of game.
Yeah.
But that won't stop Xander for, I don't know, ransacking the place that she's always hanging out at.
Right. Exactly.
He's not going to be able to put two and two together eventually.
Right.
She does not. She ain't got, Nicole got a key to Daniel's, but she don't have a key. You can't be hiding. That's like if I came over to your house and hid this hourglass. That's not my house. That's not my house to come do that. I can't do that.
A fireplace. So
I thought that was really dumb that she.
Yeah, there was a second where I looked at her and I wanted to go, give him the diamonds.
Yeah.
I was kind of sick of the storyline, and I'm just like, give them up. Just go.
I just didn't. I mean, I don't even mind her hiding them again. But why would you hide? That just doesn't even make sense to hide them in Daniel's apartment.
So
when
where,
you know
where
that
would
you
you
just
hide them?
take them back. She had the elephant hid in her room. She had everything else.
And they broke the elephant. They killed the
bushes
elephant.
in the park. Hide it in the bushes or something.
Oh, great. So some druggie can come and dig them up and
Because
find
people
them?
just go looking for diamonds in the park.
No, you know who's gonna find them?
What's his name, Mike?
Parker.
No.
Sparkles.
Let's talk about that. So here she is having the world famous, I'm going to talk to myself as I make a discovery.
Right.
And then here comes Parker. And she's like, okay, listen, Parker. Sparkles! Okay, Sparkle, that's great. Yeah. But this is now our secret. Now, cut to, Melanie walks in, and we're like, oh boy, they walked in on a discussion. First of all, wherever they got paper glue and glitter from in 5 seconds, genius.
Right, exactly.
Because I don't know, it's something about the fact that I'm not sure if Daniel would have a supply of like glitter and stuff.
Well, he's got a son. And Melanie.
That wasn't mean, people, so don't send a photo. But then all of a sudden, little Parker is like, Sparkle! Oh, you learned a new word today. Secret!
All these S words.
Yeah. And it's like,
Serena.
yeah. It's like little kids don't learn things.
That was bad.
Like, yeah, that was.
But I have to say, the look on Melissa's Archer's face when he said, she was just like, really, kid?
Yeah, that face was really like, really?
Yeah.
You're going to say this
really?
out loud?
I just got
really?
the words, it's a secret, out of my mouth.
I just want to say, I asked the chat room, do they have any questions for us?
Uh-huh.
And of course, someone messaged up, what would Mark do if Molly B was in the studio? LOL.
You know, that is a great question because I feel like I'm going to make that happen.
I have nothing against her. I wouldn't mind her being here.
But will it be weird? I mean, because let's say it's a big week for Melanie.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not going to stop me from speaking my mind just because she's in the room. Stay
tuned, people. Stay tuned.
It'll be our highest rated episode.
I told you earlier. I text Molly because I was going to try to get her to call in so that as soon as you said something about her, she can go hello, and I'd be like, oh, look who we have on the line, Molly Burnett.
I have nothing against Molly Burnett. She's.
I mean, I get what you mean by the character of Melanie.
Yeah, no, it's just the character. She just when she asks questions, when she's getting involved with the whole Teresa and Brady thing, and just pokes her nose and everything, and she's just whiny and annoying.
Speaking of pointing her nose, that moves us on to Teresa, Brady, and Melanie.
You're welcome again.
Yeah,
but with Melanie, I think she actually genuinely cares for Teresa.
Melanie?
I don't think she really hates her. I think she's trying to like her. She's trying to like her, and Teresa, like, when they start getting closer together, Teresa does something to like just spew something, and that just totally tears them apart.
Their relationship started off great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then they found out that, oh, you're Teresa Donovan. Oh, you're Melanie Jonas. I automatically hate you. Yeah. And it's like you have no reason to hate each other.
It's like the Capulets and the Montagues.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, because someone was all in English literature, actually reading it. I was reading the Cliff Notes.
But you knew what
Yes, I did. I did. Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it's just when she went into her house and she was helping her when she was passed out.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
was
First of
caring
all,
for her.
let's talk about Clint. You can't just come out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, baby, I missed you." In order for you to accomplish work, first of all, I was not buying that, because if Teresa was any kind of girl that I know, they would have looked at her like, "You can kick rocks. I don't care how fine you are. Okay, I'll do it with you one more time, but then that's it. Like, you gotta go. You don't fall back in love with
I don't
him."
think she's falling back in love.
Well, whatever. Well, and then I'm curious to know what they're gonna do, because now he has knocked out Brady. And
Tranquilized him.
Got blood from him. Tranquilized Teresa, which wasn't hard to do. You just give her a drink and she's good.
That was easy.
And took her blood. And then it's like, okay, what are you going to...
All of a sudden, he's a veterinarian now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, okay, so when after he finished with Teresa and he ran out and he ran into Melanie and the vials dropped. Now, let me tell you how this scenario would have played if I were in that scene, right?
Go ahead.
So,
Begin.
Okay,
so Clint's running out and, I'm sorry. What is this? That's what I would have done.
And it says Brady and
Yeah,
Teresa
I would have automatically picked
Brady
it up and been like, what is this? Or you dropped this, or no one went for it. It's like, don't go for it yet. We need a shot of it. And then now you can I'm a vet. Really? Because Teresa has no dogs. And I'm sorry, you're a vet and you're just carrying around blood.
Carrying on vials.
For no reason. You would be fired.
Especially for dropping them.
Yeah. Well, no, fired for just like carrying them around. Like, aren't you supposed to take that stuff immediately to the doctor?
Depends what it's for.
Anyway, Clint was...
And he ditched her again. That was so funny.
in a note.
And she was like, "Oh, how cute, a love letter." And she was
But all good things must come to an end. Really? You know what?
She wanted to cry. She was kind of brokenhearted when that happened. I could see it in her eyes.
You know why? Because no one's chasing after her. You know what? You know what I secretly hope for, though?
Yes.
I kind of hope that they bring him back a third time.
I know, right?
Just
she falls
Just a
for him
tormentor.
again?
I'm
Yeah.
sure he'll be back
Yeah.
again, whether he actually interacts with her or not. I'm sure he'll be back on screen again.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I would. I just scrolled up and Cheryl said something, work on that, Tony. What am I supposed to work on? Oh, work on Melanie. I'm work on it, Cheryl.
Someone brought up a good point in the chat room because of the vials, because everyone's asking why is they bringing why is he taking the blood from them?
Right.
Yeah.
And someone mentioned in the chat room that maybe when Kristen comes back with the baby, she can be sure to pass the DNA test for the baby. You know, R.M. Melvin fan is the one who said that.
But
Because she would use Teresa's blood in order to pass the DNA test.
But she took Teresa's baby.
Yes.
Right.
And when she comes back,
what they're saying is if they say, oh, this isn't your baby, you just faked it.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, let's draw blood. She's going to give Teresa's blood as if it's her blood.
yes,
So they go, oh, it is her
they
baby.
can match up the blood from the parents.
Oh,
You're
so
welcome,
that is
guys.
Teresa
I got him through
and
it.
Brady. I mean, so
Yeah.
that is Kristen and Brady's baby, but
Yeah.
she's using
Because he's going to
Teresa's
say,
blood.
I never did that. It couldn't be mine. She's like, take a blood test.
You know what?
But I don't know why they would need Brady's, though, either.
Well,
You know what people in Salem should start doing? Writing down the days that they make love to someone. Kind of calculate that stuff when need be. You can be like, Kristen,
Daniel's journal is going to be pretty long.
oh, it's like your meme.
Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very much like my meme. Very much like that. And then let's see. Oh, and then Melanie finally kind of puts it together at the end when Brady kind of reiterates, like, "Oh, you know, fertility doctor." And she's like, and then that was
the
it.
glass.
Yeah. How did you feel about that, Mark?
I loved it. It was moving, and I've never seen such amazing performance by Molly Burnett.
Lies. Lies. I'm now curious to find out what's going to happen. And poor Melanie, she's like stuck in this middle of like, I really don't care. Ooh, what? I really don't care. What?
She cares.
Yeah, she
Or
cares.
she talked to whatchamacallit, your mom.
Oh, Maxine.
Yeah.
Trying to get advice from
Too
her.
many names. My head's already starting to burst again.
Maxine. That's
All
right.
these names.
That was a funny little moment when Melanie went to Maxine for.
What did Maxine say?
With her initials?
What she said,
You know where her initials are?
drama.
Trouble and drama. I love that. I love Maxine. Can we all start a campaign to
hashtag.
What should the
bring-
hashtag be?
What should the hashtag be?
more Maxine?
What's Maxine's last name? Do we know Maxine's last name?
No, it's just
Anyone in the
Maxine.
chat room know Maxine's last name?
If anyone
check.
knows
Fact check us.
Maxine's last name, put it in the
Because that can
in
be
the chat room.
hashtag then Tony last name.
Yeah.
Hashtag Tony.
like that.
I mean, I don't know that your character's name would actually be Tony as well,
No.
but
I would
Or it
say
could
should be
be.
Thomas.
Antoine.
I say Thomas. Let's go with Thomas.
Thomasina.
No.
Definitely not
Thomas.
Oh, great. Make me the local drag queen.
Right?
Where's no one knows Maxine's last name, I guess. All right. Or tweet me at Lorraine Love.
Oh, someone said the super organizer says, I'm loving the guy's color scheme tonight. Oh, thanks.
That's
Do we have?
Well,
I guess we are.
well, on that side is blue, and then there's me. All by All right, and that's what happened with them.
Maxine
And-
Moore.
Is her
they're
last
saying
name Moore?
Tony Moore.
Oh, yes.
Maxine Moore.
Someone
Got
said-
it.
I love it.
I kept waiting for Maxine to tell Melanie, you in danger, girl.
Cheryl
You in danger, girl.
Cheryl says hashtag get Maxine laid.
Oh, by who, Abe?
Probably Abe, yeah.
Oh.
More Maxine. Hashtag.
So let's go into some tidbits. So first of all, Jen, JJ, Eve, Paige. This jacket will not go away.
So now first we have the elephant, now we have the jacket.
Now we have the jacket. And now Daniel.
We have a very angry Daniel.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Very angry.
Horrible,
Very
angry.
angry.
Mean.
Him, Melanie, and Will this week have just been like attacked. Like, because she was attacking Clint, she was attacking Teresa,
But-
he was attacking Nicole.
But
and Jen.
Melanie was
wasn't
different.
attacking.
Melanie was different.
She was.
No, she was more. Melanie was more inquisitive. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing here? Where's Teresa? Why are you carrying blood? Are you a vet? Are you really? What are you doing? You're creepy.
That's
I don't
not
like
annoying?
it. It's not annoying. It's not
But it's
being
not attacking.
It's not
She's just being
attacking.
nosy.
It's not being upset. Now, Will upset.
Yeah.
Daniel upset because
Victor.
Landis.
Maxine Landis,
Landis is her last name.
Anthony Landis. That could be my character name. Kevin Landis.
Thomas
Kevin.
Landis.
Thomas Landis. That sounds good.
Thomas Landis. That sounds. Oh, I like
Thomas
that.
Landis.
Hashtag Thomas Landis, and then include my picture. I love it. I love it. Lunatic Nation put jacket is the elephant. The jacket has
Is the
become the elephant.
elephant.
So.
But like I said, Victor was angry too.
Yeah, Victor was angry.
Oh.
There was a lot of anger.
Oh,
in
that's
Salem.
right. Because
Yeah.
Victor was upset that
About-
no one
we
told him about
Brady.
what happened with Brady,
he
and
even
Brady was
yelled
trying to
at-
keep it a
What did he say
secret.
to Daniel? He said, "For a smart guy, you're a real moron."
But also, Nicole and Eric didn't know about Brady either. So no one really
No,
knew.
no, it was-
He was
it was
kind of in and out of the hospital.
Well, they knew eventually. I mean, they knew
Yeah, I mean,
about
yeah.
him.
I mean, because no one in Salem can keep a secret.
I'm about to-
Secret!
Right.
Teresa found out before Victor.
Well,
Yeah. Well, and I love that every person was like, "We can't say who was in the hospital. We can't." But everyone ended up saying.
everyone that I'm saying it's
You
Brady.
can't keep a secret in that hospital, sorry.
No.
No matter how hard you try.
Continuing on with Daniel, who has now figured out that JJ was the person who, and this is what I don't get.
It was just a week of epiphanies.
Yeah.
Because Melanie, Daniel.
Ding. Paige is soon to follow, hopefully.
Oh, hopefully.
I-
If whatchamacallit has anything to say about it.
and
Cole.
yes, Eve, leave JJ alone.
Just stay away from Salem U.
Can everyone stay away from Salem U?
Thank you.
Let me tell
Jen's
you.
making her appearance there now, too.
Yeah, when I was in college, I didn't see my mom and dad lurking around. I didn't see any parents lurking
Anybody's
around.
parents.
But yet in Salem, you guys have scenes where, oh, you forgot your homework? Here you go.
your homework.
Oh, you have a recital? I'm just going to sit back here and
Yeah.
What is it? I'm here to do a seminar. Y'all ain't never done a seminar at Salem.
No, Tony, you're gonna love the scene. Oops, I dropped my scarf.
Oh yes!
Yes! I think I even wrote that down.
That was hilarious.
Oh,
When
look,
she's
there's my scarf. Oh, hi, Cole.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Cole. How you doing?
Couldn't she just walk up and say, hi, Cole? Like, I don't even get why you
Trying to be so dramatic about the
I
scarf.
rewinded that like 4 or 5 times because it's just hilarious.
I mean, your daughter goes to school. I mean, if you need an excuse, you just go, hi, Cole, have you seen Paige? I'm supposed to meet her. You know what I mean? Like, there's a million different excuses you could have used, but she
Right.
does, my
There's
scarf.
my scarf.
Cheryl just said, how about Roman spilling his guts to Eric and Nicole? Has no one in Salem heard of HIPAA? Apparently no one signs that.
No.
But now we see what's going to happen. Eve is going to try to get Cole in with Paige to get JJ out of the way so that maybe they can be together. But I kind of feel like this. I feel like that secret is going to be exposed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's going to.
Yeah,
Well,
it's going to come
What
out.
do you think Eve is going to do to boost Cole's,
I don't
standings?
know.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
because
think
She
she's
has
going to
some
give him a
plan.
makeover. I think she's probably going to give him a
I
haircut.
hope so.
Give him some money. Make him dress really
But I
snappy,
don't-
maybe with a nice tie.
recording
bow tie.
contract, guitar lessons.
He's going to be a spitting image of JJ, like a clone. That'd be hilarious.
And then she's going to fall in
If
love with
she
him.
was smart, instead of trying to get Paige with Cole, she would call Roxanne back and say, come back and come take care of JJ.
This is
That's
true.
a little bit more believable.
This is true. No, I'm not listening to that sign, Alexis. And I dare for you to start playing music.
Don't do it. I'll do it.
I will get real black up in here. So quickly moving along, we have Nicole and Daniel. First of all, poor Nicole cannot talk to Daniel at all, and poor Daniel keeps like scooching her out of the way, and she keeps coming up with random
Literally
stuff
slamming
like,
the door in her
"You're
face."
still in love with Jennifer. You guys are trying to get back in touch, back together with each other." Daniel, cool it this week, okay? You need to be nice to Nicole. If you're trying to get with her, get with her.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that.
No, he's just being so
Evil.
I
Yeah.
was, and even just being so nosy about, like, and Jennifer actually said it when she's like, I don't know what your obsession is with my family, but you need to get over it.
Yeah.
And I as soon as she said it, I was like, yes,
Yay.
Jennifer, thank you.
Well,
But Daniel did make a point. He was like, "You told me to find out what was going wrong with JJ."
Yeah.
So that, and I did find out.
Yeah.
And now you're getting mad at me because I found out.
well, no, because now he's dwelling on it.
but
Look what he found out.
Well, yeah, of course. And also, they still have this relationship.
Yeah.
JJ's always over there. So, I mean, they have this, like, bond.
And you know, when I was watching the season, I was like, "Why isn't Eve telling Teresa about this whole thing?" And I was like, "Wait, because Teresa slept with JJ or was attracted to JJ at one time too."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, maybe she just because I think if Eve and JJ and even Teresa got together, they can totally like annihilate Jennifer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Teresa's too busy wondering where Clint went.
Right.
All right, moving on. We have quick about Ben and Abigail. Ben wants Abigail to move in.
And it was too much for her.
Yeah. You know why? Because I think she's still in love with Chad.
Of course she is.
It was funny when I watched it
she
on
is.
DirecTV and I saw on the on the description says Ben asked Abigail a life-changing question.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Ooh,
saw
what?
that
You
too.
can ask her to marry him?" You
That's
know?
more like an address change.
Yeah.
And then,
I thought
I mean,
it was
that
like,
wouldn't
oh,
be too
really?
bad. Get out your mama's house.
The excuse she was giving, she's like, "Oh, I can't."
It's the
I got-
Horton.
It's the Horton
mansion.
It's not a mansion, that's a house. You just gonna miss those donuts, that's all. Get out that house, lady.
Oh, the donuts.
Any other
when the book club
things
ate
to
all the
mention?
donuts.
Oh my God.
all
Oh,
got
those
high.
donuts. Haven't seen donuts since. Any other things? Oh, that's right. Thank you, Cheryl. Daniel was so upset about Nicole and Xander.
jealous.
Oh, now you want to be jealous.
And then Nicole totally called him out. And she's like, at least he knows how to treat me. I was
Yeah,
like, yes!
exactly.
Right? There are a lot of people like stepping it up.
Xander,
Jennifer and Nicole.
you can come at a perfect time. Our Melvin fan said, "I'm over Ben and Abby too."
Yeah, Ben
Yeah.
just needs to go. He should have left with
It's
his
kind of
sister.
fizzled.
I still wish they would have kept the very first Ben.
I do too.
Because I feel like he
too.
fits it more.
So I think
Nothing
I'm going to
against
have
Rob
him
Wilson.
call in next week. And
All right. So now we're going to move into our segments before we get wrapped up because we're going to finish all our stuff whether Alexis like it or not. So we will start with me. Of course, I am back to give you the official 3 Snaps Award. Thank you. My 3 Snaps Award will go to objects such as jackets and elephants. The most talked about things in Salem this week.
And blood samples.
And blood samples. There you go. Objects that can't talk back. Elephants, jackets, and blood samples. Those get my official 3 Snaps award. There you go.
At least they have a voice now.
Exactly.
Well, I will be the voice of them. Like, you know what the elephant would have said? Please find these diamonds so that they can move out of my way.
Right.
Push me off a shelf. Break me, please.
You know what the jacket
Kill me.
would have said? Yes, he had sex with her. You know what the blood samples would have said? Pick me up, ho. I'm down on the ground. You can discover some stuff.
There's a name.
Yeah, there's a name. I got a name on here. And now we're going to take it over to Peter for our WTF moment this week.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what my WTF of the moment is going to go to Will once again. WTF, Will. Come on, get over it. It's done. Quit blaming other people. Own up to it. Let Sonny. You know, that is. It just angers me.
You know what will help Sonny and Will? A good shave.
That should have been
Who
the
would shave?
WTF
Will
moment.
has no facial
Yeah, we
hair.
didn't talk about that.
I mean,
We did not talk about that.
Sonny has chest hair, so maybe he'll shave his chest.
A good shave.
Tweet me about the shaving scene, guys. Tweet me.
Someone said Tony with that sassy head snap too. Well, you know, I gotta add a little sass to it. And now, Mark, let's get on to our quote of the week.
Quote of the week for 3 weeks in a row now.
It's gonna go.
Mr. Victor Kiriakis is going to get this. It was when he was speaking to Nicole. He was speaking to Nicole about Daniel. Mm-hmm. And he says, and I quote, he knows what happens to men when they let you get your talons into them. Sort of akin to Ebola. However, I do have to give an honorable mention to Clint, who said, and I quote,
Get
to
ready for
Melanie,
those pictures.
More
you're
pictures,
really
please.
getting on my nerves.
I feel like you got a hold of the writer's email and said, can you put this line in for me?
Trust me, I wish I had that kind of pull. It would be a very different show.
I think that's what it is.
Roxanne would be back.
Roxanne would be back.
Roxanne would be back. Jack would be
Melanie
back.
would be gone. The Jonases, they'd be like, Jonas who? That'd be like a dream sequence. They're like, do I remember Jonases? No, it was a dream. Like Marlena being possessed at the time.
Awful.
Oh, by the way, Marlena made a cameo. I loved it with her and Nicole.
Oh, yes.
scene with
Yes.
Nicole even said-
Nicole in the EU search.
The search.
And she's like, you know, you're really getting good at sneaking up on me. You know, I don't want to be a compliment, but you're really getting good at it.
All right, so Peter, let's go into our contest.
Oh, yes.
That we have.
So I do have that caption, that pick contest that I always like to do when Tony is gone.
Alexis, can we remind the viewers of the photo that everyone is captioning?
By the way, Tony, I gave Alexis a series of photos. She's the one who actually chose this.
Oh, so Alexis, this is your doing of this photo.
Yes.
She chose this photo.
Do I make this face all the
Yeah.
time?
You did
lot.
today.
Did I really? Call it the classic Tony face.
Right?
Okay, so what captions do we have?
So we have some,
Okay, so
Yes, go ahead.
Explain to them how this is going to work.
Okay, so this is going to work with, Tony's actually going to be picking the winner. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to name off, we had a few entries, so I'm going to pick up the top 4 entries that we had, and you're going to pick which one you like. And we'll be sending them that gift bag, the tote, autographed tote from Kira and Christopher, and then along with
And potentially me.
potential.
Boom.
And I am not going to tell you which one wants his autograph.
Okay.
So we'll just keep that out.
Okay.
So we have one by Issa Enoch at Miss Chetty 1. His quote, or her quote, is, let's see. Oh boys, I just farted. Can you smell that poo poo pee doo poo poo?
Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop.
So that's entry number 1. Entry number 2 is from Nicholas and Nikki Knuckles number 22.
Mm-hmm.
His quote is, oh no, is that Vegemite I have to eat for 2 weeks?
A bit nice tie into the Australian tour. I like that. Okay.
We have our third one from Brittany at R. Melvin Fan.
Mm-hmm.
That quote is, woo, those pizza rolls are hot.
Okay.
I vote for that one. That one's awesome.
That was my vote too.
It's my favorite.
So let me see. if I can find the other one. It was by Cheryl, I know that. And I think she said...
you can ask her what she said. She's
oh,
on
yeah,
the
go
chat.
ahead. Ask her.
Well, no, she's on the chat roll.
Oh, so Cheryl, if you can tell us what you said.
I think she said, I think I saw it too. It was the slap one. Was it not? You're supposed to have all this together,
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Captain. This.
I know, right? I thought I had it.
You had all week.
Sorry.
See, that's what you get for trying to. You can easily find all the goofy photos of me, but you can't find all the captions.
Okay, so I have the
And
hashtag.
Cheryl.
Yeah, so Cheryl, let's see, where are you?
Cheryl would have said something very
Oh, here we go. She said, ooh, girl, that was one nasty slap.
Okay. So, let's see. It's between... I feel like this is like Cars for Humanity. It's between the slap one by
Girl, that was
Cheryl
one nasty slap. by
and
Cheryl.
the pizza rolls one.
Okay, so for Brittany, woo, those pizza rolls are hot.
I'm going to go with... Ooh, girl, those pizza rolls are hot. I like that one.
Okay, congratulations, Brittany at R. Melvin Fan. If you can just tweet me your address. I will be following you right now, so you can just tweet me your address, and I will send those right out to you.
Well, you might want to direct...
And she wasn't the one that wanted my autograph.
Oh, sorry.
The one that wanted Mark's autograph was Esau Enoch.
Oh,
About the poo-poopy-doo.
sorry. All right, so now I want to introduce a brand new game that I want to start playing. It'll only happen every now and then.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. We're going to start a brand new game called Spot Tony. That's right. Sometimes, every now and then, you can see me lurking in the background of Days of Our Lives. And this week, it happened. So if you can spot Tony, tweet us with the hashtag SpotTony and send a photo, video, letting us know where I was in the show. I will give you a hint. Thursday's episode.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So hashtag Spot Tony?
Mm-hmm. Hashtag Spot Tony. Take a photo, tweet it to me to let me know that you spotted me. All right, so really quick, because we're gonna Alexis is waving. We got just a last little bit tidbit. We're gonna go into some quick news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so first things first, The Talk will announce the Daytime Emmy nominations this Tuesday, March 31st, at 2 p.m. I don't know if that's Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time, but hopefully The Talk just comes on at 2 or where. But if you would like to find out which of our favorite Days of Our Lives star has an official Daytime Emmy nomination, make sure you tune in this Tuesday, March 31st, to The Talk to find out who's nominated. And of course, we will recap it for you on next week's show. The Daytime Emmys will air on April 26th on Pop TV. Also, the Daytime Emmys are being hosted by our very lovely Florence Henderson and Alec Trebek.
Yes.
So make sure you tune into that.
Yay.
Also, coming up, we have our Atlanta event hosted by me. So if you are in or around the Atlanta area, please come out. Dual Coast Events is putting on the event. So if you would like tickets, make sure you visit dualcoastevents.com. We also have another event happening in May, and this is with the... Hey, y'all can't be leaving me out of stuff while I'm trying to do news and gossip. Back to me.
We gotta keep ourselves busy.
If you guys would like to hang with these fellas, Freddie Smith, Christopher Sean, and Guy Wilson, you can hang with them on March 2nd here in Los Angeles at the Sportsman's Lounge. Visit hangwiththeguys.com for more information. I think it's Hang With The Guys, or is it
Hang With The Guys.
hangwiththeguys.com for more information. And is that it for news and gossip? I also wanted to show you guys that Soap Opera Digest has put out Days of Our Lives Turns 50, so it's a special collector's edition, and it celebrates the past 50 years of Days. But I was just told that someone is missing in here. Apparently, Chandler Massey is missing from here. So, I mean, he spent quite a few years in there.
Are they trying to not... like because of Guy Wilson?
I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like they should. They have the original Austins in here.
I know, and
so
he's won Emmys for them.
Why not?
So
and
why
all
not?
the Bows in here. Listen.
All the bows.
Yeah. Listen.
Are all the Billies in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. So why not include everyone? So so make sure you guys pick this up. There's a lot of cool like back in the day storylines, things that are happening. So make sure you get that. All right. And before we sign off, guys, where can they find you?
Go ahead.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Lorraine Love, LORAYNE LOVE. And thank you, Nicholas, for my picture of Melanie dead.
So mean. We're going to say passed out, not dead.
No, she's
asleep.
dead. She's dead.
She's asleep. Peter, where can they find you?
You can find me at The Real Dulligan on Twitter and on Instagram. And you can also follow us on our new Facebook page, /DISHIN Days.
That's right. And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Lounging with Tony, and YouTube, and also my website, loungingwithtony.com. And this has been DISHIN Days. We will see you next Sunday for another fabulous recap of the hit NBC soap opera, Days of Our Lives. Bye, y'all.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.